If you're looking for a session where you work hard, smart, and efficient, then you tuned in for the right place. Today's session is gonna need a little bit of explanation. So if you are returning for this session, you're just gonna rewind over all what I'm gonna say. But if this is your first time, it is important that you listen for the information that is about to come. Because we are gonna do a Tabata and a Tabata style. What we're gonna do is, we're gonna do 4 in all. The first Tabata, we are working for 20 seconds and 10 seconds for the next round, doing it for 8 rounds all together. So for example, we are gonna do a sideways jump 4 times, moving into a jump squat forth and back for 4 times, making that up to 8 rounds all together, where we are targeting on getting shorter breath, trying to push it as hard as possible up to around 80 or 90% of what you are maximum capable of doing. So all about getting really shorter breath. Then we are going to have a little bit of a break, and then you're going to use a kettlebell or a dumbbell if that's what you have at home. Then we're going to work for 20 seconds still and 10 seconds for the next round. So for example, we're going to do a kettlebell swing where we are using a lower body, engaging those ab muscle and a glute muscle. We're working for 20 seconds and 10 seconds for the next round, doing that for 8 rounds. So not as much as focusing on getting shorter breath, but working efficiently, where you can pick up a weight, a kettlebell or dumbbell that might be a little bit more heavy than you're used to, because you're only working for that 20 seconds. And then we have 2 more setups where we're gonna do a skater touchdown, jumping up and down, trying to focus on getting shorter breath as well, and combining that with another exercise. Don't worry about that, I will show you that in the rest period. And in the end, we are going to do a single arm row, going heavy with either a dumbbell or a kettlebell, 4 times on a right arm, 4 times on a left arm, and doing that still for the 20 seconds on and the 10 seconds for the next round. I hope it makes sense. What I'm trying to explain is that when we do the Tabata, the original Tabata, it's all about getting shorter breath, working that maximum. And when we do the Tabata style, we're sort of doing an interval with the same time frame, with the 20 seconds on and 10 seconds for the next exercise. So we are starting out by doing a short warm-up, and then I'm just gonna guide you and I'm gonna help you, and don't worry about the setup. It's just me trying to explain the difference between Tabata and Tabata style. Enough talking, we are doing the warm-up, and then we're just gonna hit it hard, efficiently, and by the end of this session, you've been working your entire body. Hopefully leave you to feel excited and full of energy in your body. So let's go for that warm-up. Ready for a warm-up. So starting out by stepping from one side to the other one, shoulders are down, arms are active, and pushing forward and back. So keep going from side to side. So when we are doing this, we are already by now looking out for alignment. So chest is up, we have engaged our core area, and shoulders are down. So pushing forward and back, stepping from one side to the other one. And we are gonna move our arms upwards, and we are trying to focus on pushing up and pulling down, and keep those feet going. Inhale and exhale. And we are gonna go back into center and squeezing those muscles in between your shoulder blades. Keep the feet going and open up in shoulders, moving arms back into nice big movements, and moving in the opposite direction, and pulling forward, reaching out, a bit of a rotation in your spine, working that up as well. Getting into center, heels are coming up towards your buttocks, and we are still staying nice and tall. So lifting that foot up, and as we go up, moving your ankle joint. So swinging arms, they are coming up to the side. Getting yourself ready to hit it off with that Tabata workout. And swinging arms, lifting up, knees are coming up, arms are pushing forward. If you need a longer short warm up than what I'm gonna do here, you're just gonna pause the session and come back to me when you're ready. Open your hip area and pushing and pulling forward. Arms are coming up, and we're gonna do this for another 8, 7, still keep that alignment, no flexion in your lower back, 3, 2, and into a squat position, pushing forward and back, squeezing those glute muscle. And arms are coming forward, pulling back, alternative between right and left arm. Still pushing that weight of your buttocks back so you have the weight on your heels instead of on the front of your foot. Leaning forward, putting a pressure on your knees. Squeezing, turning. Inhale, exhale, and go for another few on each arm. Pulling back, one more on each, squeezing, and back. So we are just gonna move forward and back. So this is gonna be a warm-up when we're gonna do the kettlebell swing. So when we do that, keep going. Then we're gonna push forward, engaging our glute muscle and our ab area. So by the end of the kettlebell swing here, it is important for you not to do a up and down movement as a squat, but a forward and back movement. So we're coming back to that, loosening up in those legs. Maybe you want to grab some water. You do have your kettlebell, maybe you have a dumbbell instead. That's fine. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do 4 rounds of a sideways jump here, moving from one side to the other one, and then we're going to go in for a jump squat, forth and back, all about getting short of breath. And by the end of that 8 rounds, doing 4 of each, you're going to bring your weight, and we are going to do that kettlebell swing just mentioned in the warm-up. So the first round, we're not going to use the kettlebell. Put that aside so you're not going to fall or anything. That would be crazy. I put my time on for the 20 seconds on, 10 seconds for the next 8 rounds altogether. Do remember, I will guide you and help you. So we are just going to follow along here. Ready for that side hop, shoulders are back, and we are going in here. So moving from one side to the other one, pushing it off, 4 rounds in all. If this is too much, you can go with a little bit slight of a jump. Just promise yourself and me that you get short of breath, lifting up. Arms are back, so not as deep as a jump squat. It's about the tempo, and we are ready for a second round of this jumping sideways. So slightly bended knees, and off we go. Arms are moving forth and back. Just a slight bend in your knees. Come on. Yep, 2 more of that. And then we're going in for the jump squat, which is going to be a lot deeper than the one we're doing now. Deeper meaning that we're going to bend our knees way more than this one. So this is all about the tempo from one side to the other one with just slightly bended knees. Lifting ourselves up, moving upwards. Yes. Going one more for that one. Getting short of breath. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go for a final round of this one. New exercise coming up for 4 rounds. Short and efficient breathing. Open your mouth, open your nose, get that air in and out again. Yep, going for that jump squat, forth and back. Way deeper down, 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 forth and back. So 4 rounds of this one. So keep going, it's gonna be 4 minutes altogether doing the pulse heart rate focused Tabata. So you should be sounding, you should actually not be able to talk at all. You're pushing yourself. Sometimes I see people when they do jump squat, they're going glute up, head down, try to do the opposite. So glute down, head is up, chest is up. If this is too much, you can go with a totally body extension, lifting up and down, all depending on your exercise level. Glutes are coming down. Yes. 2 more, and then we have a little bit of a rest period. So hit it off, 2, 1, and this is your time frame. You are gonna work as hard as you can. You are getting short of breath, maybe in another point than I do. This is what is important. You do your best, and I do me. So let's kick it off. 5 more seconds. Pushing it. Yep. So close. Inhaling and exhaling. Getting that glute back down and moving forward. Arms are coming back. Swinging forth. Back. Do the total body extension. Keep it up. That was the first one. A lot of beeping here. And we get some water. And while we get better water, because you should sound like me, or else you're gonna do even harder next time. Bring your kettlebell or dumbbell in play. So shoulders are back, buttocks are coming back, swinging that kettlebell in between legs, just doing a slightly flexion in your knees, but else it's gonna be a movement forth and back. If it's not working with you, if you have a dumbbell, you can go with the dumbbells and do an ordinary squat up and down. Don't let anybody limit you. And now we're gonna work still for the 20 seconds on, 10 seconds for the next 8 rounds. Let's go, counting down, 10 seconds. Shoulders are back, chest is up nice and proud. And pushing backward with your glutes squeezing. So don't let it be your lower back stopping the movement. Squeezing our glute muscle. Yes, nicely down, ready for our second round out of 8. 2 and 1. Make sure that you are ready when the timer starts and don't stop before it stops. It is 20 seconds. Use the full amount of time. Squeeze the glute muscle, squeezing, lifting up. Yep, nicely down. So of course, you get affected on your breathing as well here. That's what's happening when we do the kettlebell swing. Chin is in, chest is up, buttocks moving back, pushing forward. And every time we're squeezing those glute muscles, we are engaging our pelvic floor as well. 4 seconds. And hit it here. And it might sound silly when I'm about to say it, but make sure that you can feel it equally in both your right and your left glute. Sometimes one side is taking over. Make sure they're both working. So get that squeeze in and that focus in your glute muscle. And pushing forward. Squeezing. Move it up, back again. Not up and down, except if you're doing a squat with your dumbbells instead of the swing. Sometimes you can do the swing as well with a dumbbell. Times run by fast, so we need to work fast and efficient. And bring it up. And squeeze. Keep that chest up, weight on your heels, so you're not dropping forward. Yips. Getting closer. And bring it up. Squeeze. And pushing. Don't feel uncomfortable in your lower back. Try to engage your core muscle a bit more or make a less range of motion here. One more round to go. 4 seconds. 3, 2, and let's push it forward and back. Keep those shoulders down. Don't let your abs pop out. Keep it nice and tight. I know you can do it. You just need to be reminded. Yes. Oh my God, it's such a screaming noise when it's marking that it's over. Quick bit of water. Ready for our final real Tabata one while we are doing pulse focused. So put the kettlebell or dumbbell aside here. We are doing the skater touchdown, down, turning around, up and down, or you might want to do some running or boxing on the spot if that one is too much. And do remember you can alternate between a modification and the original exercise. And sorry, for the fourth round, the last round, we are doing a sit out, turning and moving here, still trying to get short of breath. So 4 skater touchdown and 4 of our sit outs. Fronted, one leg in front, one is in the back. So touching down, up and getting, just as we did with the jump squat, forth and back, we are pushing that hip area down and not our head down. Reaching up. 5 more seconds. Yips. So 3 more rounds of this skater touchdown coming up before we turn it into a quick, fast moving sit outs. So bring it down, clapping yourself up or above your head. Listen to your heart, your breathing. It should be absolutely more than affected by now. Feel your glute muscle squeezing. 2 more rounds. And then we turn into that sit out. And let's go. So if you're feeling kind of sorry for yourself now, first of all, exercise is no punishment. It's a great thing and we are happy that we can do it. Second of all, you know there is a strength exercise coming up as our final Tabata style, doing a row. So you just need to be putting it hard and seriously into this one. And we can do this together. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, exhale, touching down, but only if you can go all the way down with flexing in your knees, or else you're going for your thighs instead, doing the same exercise. Yes. Now we're going in for that sit out. So hands underneath shoulders, moving feet quickly underneath, pushing it in. So make sure that you are resting on your arms. If you're moving backwards, it's hard for you to get those feet to push in underneath. Abs getting away from arms and hands in the rest period. So 3 more to go and we're off with the heart rating here, pushing it. Engaging your core muscle, pelvic floor. So bended knees, bended hips. Get those oblique muscle into play. Only 2 more. I count on you. as you count on me. So twisting that leg underneath yourself. I'm looking at you, I'm watching you, and I'm counting on you. It's all about the mental part here. Pushing it, just counting every single second. Only one round to go in few seconds. Yes. One more. 4 seconds. 3, 2, and go. So this is a final one for this original Tabata, where we're getting heart rate up, pushing yourself, so you can honestly say to yourself, I did the best. I gave it all I had. Ooh. Great. Get water and find your dumbbell or kettlebell. So, left leg in front, right leg in the back, gripping that dumbbell or kettlebell, shoulders back on spot, resting here, going for one arm row with 4 times on a right, then of course turning around, doing it 4 times on left, and then you have done a great workout. Let's go, counting down, 10 seconds. Left leg in front, right leg. Make sure you have your shoulder well in place. So pushing it back, forth. And make sure that you keep yourself up in a nice position here. Moving it back. Only 4 rounds on each. That's why you should try to go a little bit more heavy than you usually do. Nice down here. And every time we're moving that kettlebell up and down, you have a nice tight ab area, of course you do. And no gorilla arm where you are hanging here, letting your arm popping out of your shoulder joint. Move it back, put it into position. Squeezing, pushing back. Yes. Getting closer and closer. 2 and 1. Pulling it up. Squeezing. Make sure you're supporting on your thigh here. Not hanging in your lower back. And bring it down. One more on that right arm, and then we have a new fresh arm for the final 4th round. Four. Yep, turning around. And ready. Pushing it back. So slightly bend it here, pulling up, back. Or maybe you want to drop it on each repetition, all up to you. Yep. So close. Let's go. Slowly down. Two more to go, and we are done. So stay up nice and tall with that chest. Remind yourself this is our final arm here. One more round. down after this one. One more and we are done. I hope you feel about the end of now. Squeeze. Come on, we can do it. Chin is in, chest is up. Pushing it up and down and yes. Great job. Just put hands on back of your thighs, moving back. Get water. Nicely done. I bet you did your best. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you liked this session. I hope you got sweaty and not very well smelling. Doesn't matter. You can go and hit the shower by now, feeling nice and hopefully a lot of energy will return to your body. So until I see you next time, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done it. Give it a like, put a comment, whatever fits you the best. And until I see you, you know the drill. Stay happy, stay strong, and just enjoy life. That's what it's all about. So take good care. I will put a link for a stretch up on top and below this session for you to do if you feel like it. So always good to do some stretching after a workout. Take good care. Bye.